girls, please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Breathe then. Toast. I pledge allegiance.
Yes. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In 1954, November 11th was designated as Veterans Day to honor all the men and women who have served in our armed forces. Today, we will honor our veterans by recognizing all the sacrifices they have made on our behalf. Veterans Day is an opportunity to think about the debt we owe to the millions of brave men and women who've served in our armed forces and have fought to preserve our nation and our way of life.
If you love your country, thank the best. If you cherish freedom, thank the best. For the price they made, for the sacrifice they made. If you love your country, thank the best. They gave us the best years of their youth to protect the red, white, and blue. Over land or air on the sea, they defend our liberty. If you love your country, thank the best. If you cherish freedom, thank the best. For the price they paid, for the sacrifice they made. If you love your country, I love my country. If you cherish freedom, I cherish freedom. If you love America, thank the
It started back in World War I, way back in World War I. It was called Armistice Day when it first started. Then the government changed it to Veterans Day so that they could recognize all the veterans. And you know what a veteran is? What is a veteran? What is a veteran?
Like a person that served our country.
Served our country. That's right. That's what we think of as a veteran, a person that served our country. But you know, in reality, a veteran can be anybody. A fireman can be a veteran because he's a fireman, or a policeman can be a veteran. So we always think of veterans as military, but veterans can be anybody. But tomorrow we celebrate the veterans who are military. So, but don't forget the firemen and the policemen, because they protect us just like the veterans did during the war.
First we fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling.
So
if
like an opposite tank was firing at you, would you jump out or stay in the tank?
It would be a lot safer to stay in the tank.
Yeah.
In Desert Storm, back in 1991, the Iraqis had more tanks than America did, but in 100 hours, in less than, well, just over 3 days, we destroyed every single one of their vehicles.
Yeah, like all
Now, I was in the infantry. I actually carried more weight than I weighed at the time.
And what was the average weight of a tank? Was it 120, 130
I think
pounds?
all gear, they weighed us one time, and I think we had 150 pounds worth of gear, counting live ammo.
I know the war that I was in was started when the Chicken Towers were hit, and it was a war on terrorism. So we were after the people that did that. So I mean, but all different wars start for different reasons. It just depends. Somebody pushes too far, and the other person gets upset, and it starts a war.
What did you do in Iraq when you were there?
When I was in Iraq, well, I was a mechanic. I was the tool supervisor in the tool room in my motor pool, and I was a recovery specialist, which meant usually anytime somebody from our unit went on a convoy, it was either me or my basically roommate's job to get in our HIMMET wrecker, and we would follow the convoy in case something happened to one of the vehicles. We would have to recover that vehicle, basically like a tow truck, and bring it back to post so we could work on it and get it running again. That was my job.
On behalf of Taylor Elementary and all of our nation, we just want to thank our veterans for their service and thank the families for giving up their loved ones to serve, to protect our country and to keep us free. And this song is called The Grateful Nation.
comes from service, which is sacrifice. A service member who have answered their nation's call and their families, such as when a member is called to serve away from their family to join forces to go to Iraq, Afghanistan, deploy for a hurricane event, something humanitarian. They miss birthdays and anniversaries, soccer games. You could fill in the blank. The ultimate sacrifice is when a member has lost his life for our freedom while serving. You may all, as family members, have experienced this as well. You have missed a birthday, an anniversary with your loved one. You may have a grandma or a grandpa, sister, brother, aunt, uncle that isn't here any longer. You are sacrificing those relationships. If not for service and sacrifice, then Americans could not enjoy the liberties of today that we often take for granted, like going to school, working, voting, playing sports, going to church, the list goes on.
We are proud of our veterans, proud of you all. You are patriots and heroes who answered the call with courage, strength, and sacrifice. You saw our country through. Thank you, thank you, thank you to you. We are proud of our veterans, proud of you all. You are citizens with honor and faith standing tall. Our freedom is assured to us because you all came through. Thank you, thank you, thank you to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to you.
This is one of my favorite days, students, of the year. It's a chance for us to thank the men and women who protect our country, or protected it years ago. And at times, I know we don't thank them enough, but today is just a small token of our appreciation for all the veterans that have given their time and efforts to protect us. So we thank you for that. I've got a special guest here. Staff Sergeant Matt Preston was in the Army, and he's going to talk to you guys just for a minute here. Sergeant Matt Preston.
Well, it sounded so good the first time you guys did it, so we're going to say good morning again. Good morning. Awesome. As Mr. Richmond said, my name is Matt Preston. class of 2002. Went to the United States Army right thereafter. I was an airborne ranger in the Army for 5 years, which was ended due to injury. I served some time over in Iraq and Afghanistan. Went to Africa as well on a little stint over there. In my years in the military, I looked back at my childhood and realized a lot of the habits that I developed as a child are what put me where I was when I got in the military. How many of you guys brush your teeth in the morning, every morning? All right. How many of you guys wash your hands after you go to the bathroom? Okay, those are those habits I'm talking about. They seem really minute and small as a child, but as you get older, those good habits turn over into something much bigger. Such as coming to school every time you take a test, trying your best, being very respectful to your teachers. That's the kind of stuff it takes to be successful in life. And I encourage you guys every morning when you wake up, think of how you can be better that day than you were the day before. All right? I want to thank you guys for having me. I want to thank all the other veterans out there. I saw quite a few of you guys. And I'm proud to say that I came to talk to you guys today. Thank you very much.
What can you say to a hero? To someone who gives so much? What can you say to a hero? To someone who seeks life's touch? We can say thank you. Oh, we can say thank you, thank you. We know God blesses you for all you did and do. We've seen your light shine through, and we are all blessed too. You are our hero. What can you say to a hero? To someone who's always there? What can you say to a hero? To someone who lives life's care? We can say thank you. Oh, we can say thank you, thank you. We know God blesses you for all you did and do. We've seen your light shine through, and we are all blessed too. You are our hero. You are our hero. You are our
We have a student who did something very brave and something that took a lot of composure. He called 911 when his mother was having a medical emergency, and thanks to him, his mother is doing just fine right now.
I want to join Welch Elementary and thank all the veterans for their services. And today we're going to talk about a different kind of hero. It's not often that we as parents call on our kids when we need help. However, in this situation, Zachary was called upon and he did an outstanding job calling 911. He knew his address. He was able to relay the important medical information that we needed to help her. And we want to thank you for an outstanding job, and we hope that you can spread the word and teach your friends how to use 911. And we want to give you this. First, here is your medal. You are officially a local 911 hero. And then I want to introduce you to Barb, who took the call.
And Zachary, on behalf of the Corning Township Fire Department, I want to award you with this life-saving award for your bravery, composure, and knowledge to help us help your mother.
Also in the DC area is the Air Force Memorial. This has a special meaning for me as an Air Force member. The Air Force Memorial and the core values are the values that all Air Force members live by and learn to cherish. Integrity first, service before self, excellence in all you do. The core values are much more than minimum standards. They remind us of what it takes to get the mission done. They inspire us to do our very best at all times. They are the common bond among all comrades in arms, and they are the glue that unifies the force and ties us to the great warriors and public servants of the past. On this Veterans Day, I would like to challenge each and every one of you. Take one or all of those Air Force core values. Apply them to your everyday life. Finish the school assignment you're putting off. Pick up that book and do that book report. Study for that test. Do your homework. Make your bed. Help your parents get up in the morning. Help your neighbor. Be responsible. Pull up your pants. Listen to your parents. And please listen to your teachers. You can fill in the blank. Take this challenge. Put it into practice. The next time you say that Pledge of Allegiance, or you hear the national anthem at a baseball game, I don't care what baseball game you're at, or football game, what sporting event, stop. Listen. Sing or say the words. And remember that freedom is not free. America is truly the home of the free and the land of the brave. Thank a veteran, and thank you.